Yo, what's going on guys? Tanmay here for Simple Snippets and welcome back to the 14th video tutorial under the web development course wherein we are using Bootstrap, HTML and CSS to build a complete portfolio website from scratch. So if you are following this complete web development course from the very first video, this is where we have arrived at. We have developed the complete home page. So this is the home page that we've developed. We've also developed the About Us page in the previous video of this series. So if you have missed that, do check it out. And in this video, we are going to be developing the portfolio page. So right now you can see we have nothing on the portfolio page except the header and the footer. So in this video, we are going to be developing this complete portfolio page. Now before we start off, let's actually see the actual original website which we are trying to replicate. So on this tab, we have the original website over here. So this is the original website. I'm going to go to the portfolio page. And on the portfolio page, you can see there are some images which are basically depiction of what our company has done as work. Now if you're a beginner, obviously the amount of projects that you've done might be very less or even zero. So your portfolio can have some images of things that you would want to do or would love to do. And portfolio basically is a page usually on websites, business websites, which depicts what kind of work you do and some description about your work. So this is a very simple portfolio page because as you can see, we have a static page and we have some information. So again, this is placeholder text. This is not something that you can understand. This is just dummy text. We have the breadcrumbs over here just as we had in the About Us page. If you have seen that, we're directly going to be copy pasting that section over here. And then here is the main portfolio section, which is unique because this has a grid and you are showing some images. Basically, these images are the work that you've done for the particular company. So you can see XYZ company, ABC Infotech, and whatever the name of the company you worked for or some person you worked for and what exactly is the work about. So this is a parallax website. This is a web application. This is a mobile app. And you can also have some more description in paragraph. If you want to elaborate things, you can change the orientation. You can do a split of 3 and 9 individually to show some work and add more description and details about the work. You can add sub pages and individual pages for the different work you've done. But right now I've kept it very simple. We've just added basic images with the company name and what kind of work it is. Okay. So just by looking at it, you can easily see that this is a grid system wherein we are using container, row and columns, and the columns are 3 columns which are divided in 4-4-4 split. And of course, if we shrink down to a mobile version, this will be all stacked up in one single row. There you go, you can see one single row. And below here we have this blue strip, which is the requirement strip or the section you can say. And below that we have the client section. Quick disclaimer, you cannot use official logos of companies which you have not worked for, and if you don't have any permission from them, official permission from them. I know I've been saying this throughout this entire tutorial series, but this is very important. If you are working on live projects, even on dummy projects, it's not advised that you use actually the company logos until and unless you have official permission from them. So yeah, this section is something that we have also done on the home page. So again, this is copy paste work, right? We are not going to be doing it everything from the scratch. So this is that requirements page. Coming to the portfolio back, we have this client section which we also did in the About Us page. Here it is. So again, everything is repetitive over here. So the only thing that needs to be developed is this part, and in fact even this part is very easy. So with that being said, let's start off with the development of portfolio page. Now this is the original website. Let's switch to our website. So this is our website which has nothing right now. So let's start off with the code. Now coming to the Visual Studio Code, this is the portfolio.html which has the header and the footer, which is always common on all pages obviously. I've changed the title over here to portfolio. Now let's start off with the first section. If you see the original website, the first section is this section which has the title as well as the breadcrumbs. And this is something that we've done in the About Us page also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the About Us page which we already have developed. And I'm literally going to just copy that first section because obviously we don't want to do the typing work again. So this is that section, breadcrumb section. I'm just going to copy this entire section. Come to the portfolio.html and paste our first section over here. Now of course I have to change the text in it. I'm gonna say portfolio. And over here also this is home/portfolio, right? Let's see how our website looks like. There you go, you can see the first section is already added. You can reduce the padding a little bit if you want, but let's keep it as it is. Let's see what the next section is. If you see the original website, on the next section we have some text and a horizontal rule. So let's add that. So basically this is one complete section, this white entire block. So we have individual columns also. So this is one complete column which is having 12 spaces. So you can see this is wrapped inside a container because we have left and right spaces. If you right click on it and inspect element, you'll see that inside this section we have a container. Inside that we have multiple rows. Okay, so let's add this kind of hierarchy. So I'm gonna add one more section. In fact, you know what, I'm just gonna copy this section, paste it and remove the class. Obviously I'm gonna say portfolio section. If we need to apply any styling specifically to this, then we have the container. Obviously I'm gonna remove the padding inside as of now. In the first row, you can see this is the first row obviously, but above that we have one separate section. So we have missed this about company section, so let's add that also. So let's make this section that same section. I'm just gonna copy this and paste it over here one more time. Here what we have is we have some text, so let's add that. Now this is a one single row and we don't have this breadcrumbs, so I'm gonna remove this, and this is in p tags. So let's see how our website looks like. There you go, you can see the text is added just like this one over here. Now we also need a horizontal rule, so I'm gonna add HR over here. It's not added, let me add it inside the column. Okay, so inside the column works over here. Now this is something that we have to remove obviously, so let's remove this entire division. Okay, so as you can see the first section is done. This is that section. Now another section starts off over here. Again a container row scenario. So let's do that. Container row. Inside that row the first column is a complete column which is occupying all the 12 spaces, and it also has a h3 tag over here, you can see. So let's do that. So I'm going to say div.call -12. It has h3 which says sum of our work. The next row has call md4. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this row, I'm gonna paste it over here. Inside that row this has to be call -md-4, right? Of course we don't have any h3 tag, but right now let's keep it as it is. Let's copy this and make it 3 times. Let's see how our website now looks like. Coming to our actual website, there you go, you can see some of our work. It has to be in center, right? So let's give it text center, text-center. Now this is an inbuilt class in Bootstrap which gets the text in the center. There you go. Now these 3 text will be replaced by images, right? We have to add this image along with this heading tag and some text in p tag. So right click on it, just inspect element. So the first thing is an image, then we have h5 tag which says XYZ company, and then we have a paragraph tag. So inside individual columns of 4, that is size 4, we have first image. So let's add those images. What I've done is in our project folder, you can see in the images folder I have added a portfolio folder which has 6 dummy images. Now I've taken this from the website, and don't worry guys, I'm going to be sharing all the code files, all the images, all the resources with you guys for free of course, and you can see the link in the description if you want to download all this code. So you'll get all these images also, and you can also use your own. One recommendation is make all the dimensions of the images same. So mine are 500 by 300 pixels so that it looks even. So let's add those images over here. I'm gonna say img src. It's gonna be in the images folder. In the portfolio folder I'm gonna say website 1. Below the image we have heading 5 which says XYZ company, and below that we have a p tag. Inside that we have I tag, that is the italic tag, which says what type of work it is. So it's a static website for first company. Now let's see how it looks like on our actual website. So there you go, this is how it looks like, and you can see that image is going past this column. That is because we have not made this image fluid or responsive. And remember how to make this responsive is by adding a class named img fluid fluid. And there you go, now the image is completely coming in proper sizing. You can add some padding also, p-2, so that the image becomes a little smaller. I'll say p-3, and I'm going to say psm3, otherwise I'm going to say p-2. So I hope you know how to use dynamic padding. I have a dedicated video on how to use these spacing utilities, that is the dynamic padding and margin. We also want things to the center, right? We don't want it to the left. So for this entire column, I'm going to say text center. So things come to the center. Now if you observe, this is something pretty much similar, right? So now I'm just going to copy this entire content of the division to the other divisions also. And there you go, you can see the first row is done. Now I'm just going to simply copy this entire row, paste it one more time, and one more row is done. Also, I have to give text center to all the different columns. So I'm going to just do that again. I forgot to do that. Okay, so all the things are looking in center. Now the only thing I have to do is I have to change these images. I have to change the text. So I'll quickly do that and I'll directly show it to you. Otherwise it will be a waste of time. Okay, so there you go. You can see I have changed all the images, the text of the heading tag and the P tag, that is the para tag. And this is how the website now looks like. If you compare the original website, this is pretty much the same how it looks like, right? Now the last thing that is left is to add this requirement section and the client section. Now both these sections we have already developed. So if you come on our original website, if you go to the home page, you can see this requirement section is already done. So let's go to the code of the home page. We have default.html. So this is that complete section. If you scroll down, that is home page, third section, requirements. So I'm just simply going to copy this complete section. Come to the portfolio.html. Below the portfolio section, I'm just going to paste this. Now if you come on our website to the portfolio section, there you go. You can see, do you have any requirements? We can do it for you is added. This is a dummy button, but on this what you can do is, if you click on it, you can load a Google form or an actual working web form which works on the server side also, and take requirements from the user, take their email, take their contact, and then you can contact them personally. So that is the reason why we have added this. And the last thing is the client section. So we did that in the about us also. So this is that client section. Just come to the about us page, scroll below, that is the last section. This is the complete client section. I'm just gonna copy paste this. Come to the portfolio.html, hit enter, paste. Coming to the portfolio now, there you go, our client section is done. So this is basically the complete portfolio page. This was a very small page. Obviously you can add a lot of things, as I mentioned. You can even add a slideshow. I'm going to actually show a slideshow, that is a carousel, how to add a carousel at the end of this video tutorial series in the enhancements part. But a lot of variations can be done over here. One important thing to remember is that if you're working on a business website which is professional, try not to add a lot of animations and effects and colors. Plain and simple looks pretty nice, and it is even faster to load. Okay, so not a lot of JavaScript, not a lot of animations, makes the website light and it loads on the web browser very fast if you are hosting it on a server. So last thing left is to compare or check this on a mobile phone. So hit F12 and go on a mobile phone. So this is how your website will look like on a mobile phone. If you scroll down, you can see nicely padding is added. Everything is in the center. And this is the footer. Obviously, we've developed it previously. What you can do is you can add a little bit of padding over here. You can see this is pretty much coming to the very left. So coming to the code, go to the portfolio section. Here you can say P-2. Or you can also say or you can say PL-3. PL-3, that is padding left is added. You can also say PR-3. So padding left and right is added. So now this comes in proper center and there is some space from the left. Rest everything pretty much looks pretty nice. And of course, if you want some more enhancements on mobile screen, you can go ahead and play around with the grid system and the responsive styling. So yeah, that's it for this video guys. This was the portfolio page and we've pretty much completed the home page, the portfolio page and about us page. In the next video, we'll try to cover the contact us page. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments how this video was. If you have any queries, you can always put them in the comment section or any recommendations. I'll try to cover those topics also. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.